All right, guys, what's up? I gotta speak into the mic for you guys. My name is Trev. I'm currently living in Arizona. I've been in Los Angeles for about 7 years or so. I moved back here about a year and a half ago. And I just want to kind of take you guys behind the scenes, kind of let you know I'm a singer-songwriter. Tell you guys a little bit about my story. I was born and raised. I'm the only kind of musical person in my family. My grandmother did teach me how to play piano. She's very strict on like chords and Beethoven and stuff, but she was a huge foundation for me to go play piano. My cousin Crystal used to teach me, and it was super fun. And then I'd say around second grade, I got into some piano lessons, and my mom fired a couple people because I just wasn't practicing. I was doing things by ear, so I learned by ear. Like for instance, so we had to learn. I was just playing this the other week. It was kind of funny, a good little refresher. Right, so I was like, okay. So I'll be playing verse by verse by verse by, bar by bar, just playing the notes. It's so right brain to think and play and do all that. I'm very left, or vice versa, right brain. I'm very creative. And at the very end, I'd have my teacher be like, "Can you just play that through one time for me so I can kind of just like hear it, memorize it by ear, not practice all week." An hour before she came, kind of practice and then like get it mostly, but I would be doing stuff like this. Sorry, this piano stand is not ideal for playing piano, but. And the next thing you know, I'd be like. Just like putting chords and stuff because I was just kind of playing by ear. So we eventually fired a few different teachers who I'm happy they taught me notes, which just wasn't my style. Then we got somebody who taught me chords. And once you learn chords, I started to take off because then I could play whatever I felt just playing by ear. I remember playing kind of like some Titanic, for instance. I don't know if y'all can see my fingers, but I'm literally not changing anything on the top. And next thing you know, I kind of just started, okay, that's kind of a chord progression. So it's A minor, G, F. And then I would kind of be like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I kind of started singing while I played and sang. And it was not good at all. I almost quit like 20 times in the first year because I record myself and I'd sound like, no shade or anything, but I sound like Creed or something like that. I was like, I could 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Anyway, so I started writing songs, and this is the first song that I wrote here. It's called Meet Me. It's super simple. I hope you can see my hand playing because I don't change anything on the top hand. I wrote this, God, maybe when I was in 7th grade or something like that, 6th grade. So it kind of goes like this. So this whole time I'm going to kind of teach you guys, I'm a singer-songwriter, a recording artist, and now a producer, engineer, and mixer. So I'm going to kind of teach you guys little things along the way about that story and little tips on how you can do those same things, because if I could do it, anybody can. It's called Meet Me. She come meet me here. I'll give you all of myself. I'll empty myself all for you. Oh, and all that I am, I crave the touch of your hands. Get caught up in this moment with you. So come meet me here. I'll give you all of myself. I'll empty myself for you. When all that I am, I crave the touch of your hand. I get caught up in this moment with you. Real simple. Oh yeah, continue working with me. Let me see your desires for me. Breathe in me something new on my knees. I abandon myself for you. Would you come with me here? As beautiful as can be, I want you right next to me. Come here close. I won't waste any time. Can't get you off of my mind. I feel the love in this moment with you. Oh yeah, I feel you working with me. Let me see your desires with me. Breathe in me something new on my knees. And I abandon myself for you. Kiss your lips, I won't miss. Hold you close and feel my heartbeat. Oh, 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 oh. Forget time with me, I need you. More of you, more of you. Forget time with me, I need you. More of you, more of you. Oh, oh, oh. Would you come in here? I'll give you all of myself, baby. I'll empty myself all for you. So that was the first song I ever wrote. And once I started learning some chords and whatnot, I realized, oh, chord progressions are generally all the same in every single song, because I kind of jumped into this all the time just joking around. And I was like, okay, I started doing this from my little performances when I was in high school. I did play that in the wrong key, by the way. I was supposed to be in this key, my bad. I got 2 minutes, here we go. We got the afternoon. You got this room for two. It's a John Mayer song. But one thing I've left to do, discovering you. 1 mile to every inch of your skin like porcelain. 1 pair of candy lips and your bubblegum tongue. And if you want love, we'll make deep sea. Our blankets, take out your big plans and break up. This is bound to be a while. Body is a wonderland. Body is a wonder. I use my hand. Body is a wonderland. Yeah. Body is a wonderland. The way it falls in your face. I love the shape you take when crawling towards the pillowcase. You tell me where to go. I might leave to find it. I'll never let your head hit the bed without my hand behind it. One love will make it. Swim in the deep sea. Our blankets. Oh, take out your big plans. Break up. This is bound to be a while. Body is a wonderland. Body is a wonder. I use my hand. Body is a wonderland. Body is a wonder. I use my hands. Da-da-da, da-da-da, do-do-do, do-do-do, da-da-da-da, do-do-do, na-na-na. Oh no, 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 no. So would you come with me here? I'll give you all of myself. I empty myself onto you. So lesson number one, I'm sure you guys have seen it on YouTube. So many songs are the same progressions. It's just coming up with a little melody line in between. So I just got on this little writing, teaching myself how to write, didn't really have any mentors or anything. And once I realized I wrote that song, it sounded like just John Mayer's song. And it was cool to like perform them together on live, but I just started saying, oh, maybe the songwriting thing's not as hard as I think it was growing up. And once you get the chords, you guys realize my hands didn't really change too much the chords. Let me just show you guys close up. I don't want to mess with the broadcast, but my fingers are in the same positions right here. That's all I'm doing. And then I'll put the bass on here. So I kind of just started writing. Through high school, I definitely got pushed to do some music and stuff. I remember I was in choir. I was so scared that the person next to me, I was scared that they were going to hear me. And we had about 30, 40 people in this choir. And so I just mouse sang. And I had this music teacher that really poured into me. And she's like, you know what? You're still going to try out next year for choir. And she just put me in solos, put me in performances, did things. I don't know why she believed in me, but she did. And I wrote this song, Be Patient, because I really just kept screwing up as far as my confidence was concerned and stuff. And I knew that there was something great inside me, but I just was so nervous, like I said, from that story about being heard and seen from the person next to you. And I wrote this song called Be Patient. I'd say my junior year of high school. And this is it right here. you something. The silence is holding me down. You're everything that sets me free now. I've lost who I am all of a sudden. I can't remember how to stand on my own. It's only time alone. I need you to carry me through. Be patient with me. I'm lost and I'm scattered now, but it's an identity to believe there's more to me. If not acting the way I should, I guess I'm way too into me. Would you speak to me, set me free? Yeah. Say something. The silence is holding me down. You're everything that sets me free now. I've lost who I am all of a sudden. I can't remember how to stand on my own. It's only time alone. I need you to carry me through. Be patient with me. The silence is holding me down. You're everything that sets me free now. Who I am all of a sudden. I can't remember how to stand on my own. It's only time alone. I need you to carry me through. Oh, say something. The silence is holding me down. You're everything that sets me free now. I lost who I am all of a sudden. I can't remember how to stand on my own. It's only time alone. I need you to carry me through. So be patient with me. Be patient with me. Be patient with me. Oh. Be patient. So I kind of wrote that song because I kept messing up in relationships and things, and my piano or my music teacher who really poured into me. Like I got into jazz choir, right? All state jazz choir, and I was the only one outside of Phoenix, to make the capital of Arizona, to make it. And she really poured into me and said, you know, to learn all these parts. And then like 2 weeks before the tryouts again, because once you made it, you had to go there and they make sure you knew your parts. I was like, yeah, I haven't been practicing because I just didn't have the confidence for whatever reason. And she was like, no, that's unacceptable. And she worked with me from after school at 3 p.m. until like 8:30 or 9 o'clock every single day for the next 2 weeks until I made it. And sure enough, I made the All-State Jazz Choir. And that is where I started learning a lot of stuff with the way that we do our voices. We did Bohemian Rhapsody was one of the songs, for instance. And there's one section of the choir where you'd be like, okay, you guys go like robots, like, is this the real life? Isn't it just? And we were like, what the heck? Because we've only done like, choir. Then you had somebody else from a different section be like, is this the real life? It's like different, using the voice more as an instrument rather than just for singing. And then he had some other people sing it normal. Is this the real life? Is this just fantasy? And then he had some other people. And then when we all put it together, it was so insane and just opened up my mind to what you could do with the voice. And I think around that time, I kind of got into, I became the music director at my church. It was a full gospel church, like full T.D. Jakes type church. And I kind of learned how to play and sing. I eventually became the music director there. And that really opened me up to how to work with bands and live music, which we'll go over kind of at the end if we have some time, on how to make a really solid, beautiful sound as a band. Because a lot of times I notice working with bands is a lot of people I'll be playing right here, but we need like a guitar or something up here in this range, and then we need some voices that need to be down here, some voices need to be up here and up here, different instruments, so they don't clash together and they kind of work beautifully together and stuff. So working with that whole band was super amazing and life forming, and we kind of had some cool songs. Oh, how he loves us so. Oh, how he loves us. How he loves us so. Yeah. And so we started learning music. As a music director, I wanted to not just do like verse 1, chorus, verse 2, chorus. I really wanted to take someone by the beginning of that song, by the end of that song. I wanted them to just be emotionally opened up and mentally opened up. I feel like music, there's enough noise in the world, and I want to create music that creates a movement. And so working with the gospel team really created this space for me to learn how to take people on a journey with music and whatnot. And then when I moved out to LA, I had a little song called I Just Want You. I got picked up years prior by Jeffrey David. He's now with Warner Brothers, Echo Smith, and all them. And we wrote this song, I Just Want You. It's the first time I started co-writing. And it's a real simple song. I hope you guys enjoy it. It's called I Just Want You. And here it goes. This song ended up hitting the radios. It hit number 4 on most requested on the radio in Arizona. It hit a little bit of the UK, a little bit of Florida, and a little bit of like California, Los Angeles area. But it hit number 4 on most requested on all of Arizona radio. So that moved me out to LA and kind of got me as a singer, songwriter, performer, like out there. And this is a song that kind of opened up that for me. Oh, looking back on the day, you and me in a drive just to get away. I had so much to say, didn't know how to say it. Holding back every line. I don't know why, but I think about you every night. Now I gotta say, but I can never say that I don't need the world to make me happy. I just want you, girl. Say you love me. I just want you. Yeah, I just want you. I don't need dollar bills. Don't need the money. I just get my thrill when you tell me that you want me. I just want you. Baby, I just want you. La-da-dee-da. I just want you. La-da-dee-da. heard you back, but you got it, man. I wish you well, but he was never in my plan. Now I gotta say what I can never say. But you pages of letters each and every night. I rip them up cause I can never seem to get it right. Yeah, now I gotta say but I can never say that I don't need the world to make me happy. I just want you, girl. Say you love me. I just want you. Baby, I just want you. I don't need dollar bills. Don't need the money. I just get right through when you tell me that you want me. I just want you. Baby, I just want you. Maybe we have gone our separate ways, but finally can say, girl, you're what I need. And baby, come back, take that drive with me. You're the perfect sight to see. I'll tell you every day. Yeah, yeah, yeah. La, 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 I just want you. La, 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 la. Oh, cause I don't need the world to make me happy. I just want you, girl. Say you love me. I just want you. Baby, I just want you. I don't need dollar bills. Don't need the money. I just get my thrill when you tell me that you want me. I just want you. Baby, I just want you. I just want you. I just want you. Yeah, I just want you. Baby, I just want you. La, 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 da, dee, da. I just want you. La, 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 da, dee, da. Baby, I just want you. Yeah. What's funny is because we wrote the song kind of like that, a little bit on guitar. It was like a. I do not play guitar at all, but I'm just gonna show you guys kind of what the vibe that it was here. So I'm not gonna do guitar because I don't play guitar. I'm teaching myself guitar. It's like this one, yeah, more upbeat. It's a little more poppy like this. I don't need the world to make me happy. And it was super bubblegum pop, which is cool. It opened the doors, for me to get around in LA and do the things that I was doing. I was really lucky to do a cover song called Sex and Candy. And that was my very, 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 very favorite song growing up, like in the 90s. Yeah, it was super cool. Let me get this real quick. And it was from Marcy Playground. I think Room 5 just did it 5 years ago too, but this is my little version of it. It did pretty good. I'm by myself and I had so much time. Sit and think about myself and there she was. So cherry pie, yeah, there she was. Like disco superfly. I smell sex and candy, yeah. Who's that little gem in my chair? Who's that casting stares in my direction. This truly is a dream. Hanging around downtown by myself, and I had too much caffeine. I was thinking about myself, and there she was. The platform double sway, yeah, there she was. Like disco lemonade. Oh, I smell sex and candy, yeah. Who's that lounging in my chair? Who's that casting devious stares in my direction? It's just like a dream. Oh, it truly is a dream. There surely is a tree. Oh, yeah, yeah. Just like a tree. Yeah, just like a tree. I smell sex and candy. Yeah. Who's that lounging in my chair? Who's that casting devious stares in my direction? You're just like a tree. Oh, you're just like a tree. Yeah. Just like a tree. This surely is a dream. So that's called Sex and Candy. You can look it up on YouTube. Look up TREV, Sex and Candy. You'll find it. It's also on Spotify. Sex and Candy, TREV. You gotta put TREV in because a lot of people have heard this song. It's pretty amazing. I don't know why that's my favorite song growing up. I'm just thinking about it. Definitely when I came out that song, I was like completely shunned out from the church. So that was one of my favorites. This is another little cover I want to do for you guys here. It's called Chariot. I had a request on Instagram right before this. I was asking, is there any special requests? I got Chariot, and then I got a couple of those over for you guys. So I have not sang this in about 5 years, so bear with me. It's my favorite artist growing up. From Gavin DeGraw. Staring at a make-believe, leaning on the mother tree. I said to myself, we all lost touch. Favorite fruit is chocolate-covered cherries, yeah. And seedless watermelon. Oh, nothing from the ground is good enough. Body rise, look what's over me. Oh, cherry, your golden waves are walking down upon this face so cherry. Yeah. I'm singing out to guide me. strength. Remember seeing moons reburn, rains made mirrors of the earth, and the sun was just yellow energy. Is a living promised land, even over fields of sand. Seasons fill my mind with government, bringing back more than a memory. Oh, cherry, you're in ways I walking down upon this face. Oh, cherry, yeah, I'm singing out loud to guide me. Give me your strength. That's me, yeah, yeah. Give it to me. Give it to me, yeah. Give it to me. Give it to me. Give it to me. Chariot. And then, right after I moved to LA, my house burned down here in Arizona, the one I'm in right now, actually. And it was crazy because around that time, everything had ended with ministry. A lot was going on with that because I decided to go not do Christian music, and there's a lot of cutting of ties and stuff there. And then the house burned down, and then I was just really finding myself in Los Angeles, and I wrote this song called Red Blood, and basically it was a cry for just kind of seeing me the way I was when I was little, very innocently being myself. I think the song is super applicable for right now, everything that's going on with quarantine, everything that's going on with 2020 as a whole, everything that's going on with the civil rights movement, everything that's going on with everything in the world right now that's going on. There's so much going on right now. And hopefully this song can bring you guys some good healing, some love, some direction. It's called Red Blood, so I hope you guys enjoy it. And it was the first time we performed Red Blood in a minute, so you guys enjoy it. Swear to God, vibrate as much as me. Swear to God, I tried everything. I'm always tripping my identity, maybe because all that they taught to me, it goes in my mind tonight. I refuse to lose respect for me, 'cause I'm not what you wish I'd be. Hell no. Won't you feel the rhythm of my heartbeat? It's the same when I was a child, just being me innocently. Because I bleed red blood. I need love. And don't you ever be my judge, 'cause we all need love, like we all bleed red. Scared to play the game of hide and seek, but when you find me, will you recognize me? Moisture in my eyes, it's the real me. Are you gonna stay or leave? I'd rather that than have these nights where I would rather die than live a lie to keep your pride, choose your side, or hell no. Unconditional's conditional when undisguised what's real inside. I know that I'm letting you down, but telling never ever making a sound, 'cause I bleed red blood. I need love. Don't you ever be my judge, no. 'Cause we all need love, like we all bleed red blood. I bleed red blood. I need love, oh yeah. Don't you ever be my judge, yeah. 'Cause we all need love, like we all bleed red blood. 'Cause we all need love, like we all bleed red blood. Yeah. We all need love, like we all bleed red blood. So that song, speaking of production, I kind of made it more upbeat, more anthematic, and almost kind of kids-like and commercial-like, because I really wanted to affect the next generation with that song. Starting to lose my voice, sorry, it's going a little dry. But I produced it super upbeat, kind of child and fun, really cool. So kids can really embrace that in this next generation. Like, it doesn't matter what shape, size, color, orientation, beliefs, religions, faiths, or lack of, it doesn't matter what you are, we all need love. We all need acceptance, and we all want family, and we all need food in our bellies, and respect. And that's what that song's about. It's coming across and bridging gaps that otherwise wouldn't be gapped, and realize, you know what, we all need love. Just like we all bleed red blood. So that's what that song is about. Let's jump into a little cover for y'all. How much time we got? Another 15 minutes or so. Okay, cool. Bear with my voice as it is going dry. Okay. So I got some lyrics here because someone asked me to do this song who used to follow me, like, well, still does, but has been following me since the last 4 years, and I did this cover one time, or a few times, and they're like, please do it. I'm like, oh shit, okay. So here we go. All along was a fever, cold sweat hot-headed believer. Threw my hands in the air, said, show me something. Said, if you dare, come a little closer. Round and around and around and around we go. Oh, now tell me, now tell me, now tell me, now you know. I'm really sure how to feel about it. Something in the way you move that makes me feel like I can't live without you. Oh, it takes me all the way. I want you to stay. I want you to stay. I want you to stay. It's not much of a life you're living. No, it's not just something you take is given. Round and around and around and around we go. Oh, now tell me, now tell me, now tell me, now you know. I'm really sure how to feel about it. Something in the way you move that makes me feel like I can't live without you. It takes me all the way. I want you to stay. 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 And I tornado flew around my room before you came. Excuse the mess you made. It usually doesn't rain in Southern California, much like Arizona. My eyes don't shed tears, but I'm thinking about you. I'm always thinking about you. I'm always thinking about you. Do you think about me still? Do you? Do you? Do you not think so? I've been thinking about forever. Do you not think so far? I've been thinking about forever. No, I don't like you. I just thought you were cool enough to kick it. Gonna be just like you say when I ain't a host, since you think I don't love you. I just thought you were cute. That's why I kiss you. Gotta fight a jet, I don't get to fly. but I'm thinking about you. I'm always thinking about you. I'm always thinking about you. Do you think about me still? Do ya? Do nothing so far? Oh, I've been thinking about forever. Do nothing so far. I've been thinking about forever. I've been thinking about forever. I'm always thinking about forever. So there you go. You guys got those two for per request. Man, I'm running a little bit out of time. I want to show you guys a little bit how producing works. So, all right, I'm going to show you guys a song I got here called Miracle. This will be fun because I'm going to have to like flip my phone around and stuff like that. So this is a song I'm working on right now called Miracle. And this song I think is a timeless song. I wrote it maybe like 7 years ago maybe. I revised the words a little bit this week, but I'm off of the, what's it called? Mic now. So this is a song called Miracle. I'm going to show you guys a little bit of production stuff in those last 10 minutes here, or 7 minutes. All right. Now, these are not finished vocals. They're rough vocals, so I hope you guys enjoy. Well, this camera's a little backwards. It's like on reverse. Hope you guys can hear this and enjoy it. All right. How can I make sure? So this is kind of like, I want to show you here. I can tell it's this desert sand or gold dust. I feel my heartbeat in a rhythm going. I see sweat, blood, tears falling. You see rubies like heaven. I find the sting till I see my miracle. Do you believe in miracles? You could be my miracle. I wanna see a miracle. I wanna be a miracle. I wanna see a miracle for the world. I can see a miracle. I can tell it's this living breath or cold wind. I try to kiss the sky, fight to keep my focus. They said no, I say yes. There's an image in my chest where you can see that there are miracles. Do you believe in miracles? You could be my miracle. I Anyway, so I want to give you guys a little, we got like what, 3 minutes? You know what, we don't have too much time, but next time what we can get into is some producing on how to create beats like that. It's pretty simple. So I use Logic Pro, and let me bring it up here real quick. I'll kind of show you guys this, what it's like. So kind of what I was talking about before, when you guys are doing a band, you want to kind of fill every single space as a producer. So once my house burned down, I was talking about before, I got a good check for all the amount of equipment that I lost, and my buddy got me into producing. And he'd been the music director for many, many people like Lady Gaga and Rihanna and just Jason Derulo, Bruno Mars, all of them. And he got me set up in producing, and I had to teach myself from YouTube and stuff. So I'd love to do another session with you guys, showing you guys. Here's kind of the different things right here. So right here, you're hearing here's a little layer right here, for instance. So a lot of times if you do like a full band, if you have a keyboardist, do something like this little noise right here. I don't know if you can hear it. It's pretty, they're good fillers. They create good atmosphere and stuff like that. So I throw those in every one of my songs, because all my songs are super atmospheric. I can't tell. So kind of, there's one layer of piano. Here's another. I see my miracle. Do you believe in? Here's the like organ I put in there. Here's some little rain. So I always put a lot of atmospheric things in there, but keep it simple. I really just have piano on there, a little bit of crystal rain noises, a little ambiance noises, and then obviously you got to hit the bass really good too. And then, for instance, right here in the bridge. But for instance, like right here, I just put a little soft synth bells. Kind of want to go like 70s, 80s. So you can, as simple as that is, now mixed with the little extra 80s synth. So that's the main beat. And yes, the rest is just you start building, add a layer right here. Here's another layer. So yeah, 2 minutes over for you guys, but kind of just a little bit of show into my production. So I really like super atmospheric things. Obviously, it's a very slow song. A lot of my songs are pretty upbeat and fun. Obviously, all of today was very super unplugged and chill, which is probably a good vibe for y'all over there in London at 8 o'clock over there. Probably just chilling, winding down. Got to hear some piano, some keys as I wrote them. The reason I really kept it super stripped is because I have a strong belief that if the song isn't good when it's stripped, just playing at the keys or just at the guitar, if it doesn't sell as a good song, it's not really that good of a song. Because you can do all this production stuff and make people think it's a great song, but really it's just great noise. Unless you could really sing it to a guitar or a piano and kill it, I say it's not like the best from a songwriter's point of view. But yeah, so you can produce anything into whatever. So we got some fun, upbeat summer mix coming out. DJ Nikki, who gave me this referral to you guys, I appreciate you. We have a song coming out too. Thank you, Nikki. Thank you, you guys, for having me today. Appreciate y'all. Love you guys. Hope to come back and kind of dive more into production and dive more into actually how to songwrite and stuff. So thank you guys. Have a good one.